Hey everyone, I'm Peter Baron from Aaron Kent Consulting.
And I'm Brendan Schneider from Schneider B Media.
Yeah, Brendan. So how long have we known each other? Long. I mean, you're old. You're really old. So
Yeah, 1 year older, buddy. But
yeah, right, right.
we've known each other too long. I can't even remember.
Yeah, and we've had so many conversations over the years, and I don't know, especially in the last few years, like this concept of being creative and thinking about leadership in different ways has been something I'm fascinated by. I've always been fascinated by. Like I don't know about you, but like I love understanding how things get made. Like, and it could be, it could be like, how does an elite athlete become elite? Right.
Yeah.
The end product is cool, but like, what were the things that that person did to become the person that they ultimately ended up being? Or, maybe there's a business, like, how does this business rise from nothing to something? And like, what was the journey that they took to get there? Because it's as we know, it is really hard to build successful businesses. I don't know. Like, I think about that stuff a lot. I don't know about you.
Yeah, well, even closer to home. I mean, as we've gotten older, as we're joking about,
Yeah.
we've led different people.
Well,
We've
we're
been
so old, we don't even know to look at the
I
camera
know. Look
when
at
we're
the
talking.
camera. Look here. It's all
Yeah,
good.
right, right.
But we've been led by lots of different people. We've started to lead lots of different people. We've also
Yep.
had career changes, um, and we've been students of leadership. So I've just given myself time, and I know you have too, and space to reflect on that,
Yeah.
and what makes a good leader and what doesn't make a good leader, and what mistakes I've made in the past, and can I be better, and rather than reinventing the wheel, I want to learn from other people.
100%, which is ironically, not ironically, it's why we're here today, right? Like, Brendan, you've hosted a bunch of podcasts.
Yeah.
I've hosted hundreds of podcast episodes over the years, and I I have enjoyed every single one. Like, no question. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed having learning about all sorts of things related to enrollment and admissions and schools and all the things. But when I look back at the most successful episodes, it was always the episodes that broke down the backstory of the guest. Like, how did that person rise and do the things that that person did? Like, that fascinates me. And as you and I have been talking over the last 6 7 months about this topic, about like, how do
Yeah.
successful leaders become successful leaders? What are the things that they do? What are the paths that they travel? We were like, well, why don't we record a podcast on this? Like, why don't we talk to people who are successful leaders and focus less about the end product and more about the journey?
Well, and I think in this era of social media, when everything's curated and perfect and
Right.
it's all wins and success, that's not real life.
No.
And we've had our ups and downs. And I'm more intrigued by what are the missteps? What are the swing and a miss? What went, you went left because you thought that was right, and then you went right and you pivoted and learned from there. I've as I've gotten older, Peter, I realize I know less and less. And like when I was in my 30s and early 40s, it was like, oh, I feel pretty good about this stuff. And then I realize I really don't know anything.
Yeah.
So having conversations with people that are smarter than us,
Yep.
to learn from them and then to share with everybody is really what this is all about.
That's right. It's all about their leadership backstory, which, by the way, is the name of this
Yeah.
podcast. Is the leadership backstory. I mean, there's so much to be gained by just understanding how people traveled through their career. Like, we've talked to some pretty impressive people already, and
Yeah.
I know personally, I have taken nuggets from it and have applied it to my work.
Yeah.
Like, it's unbelievable. And so my hope is that you and I, like, we're learning, right? And we're really
Yeah.
interested in this. My hope is that people who watch it feel the same way and can take something similar, because like, it is really cool to hear how people have done the stuff that they've done. And we've got some awesome guests that we're going to be releasing over the next, obviously we're going to be releasing regularly, but we have already had some incredible experiences just getting like 45 minutes to an hour of somebody's time. Like, there's so much to be gained in that short amount of time. It's been remarkable.
Yeah, these are super successful people that have done some great things. And this is a show. I almost think of it as conversations that I
Yeah.
wish I would have heard 5, 10, 20 years ago,
Right.
in order to help me and propel me further.
Amen. I mean, it's fun. Like, we need a little bit of creativity in our life. This is like a good creative side project for you, a good creative side project for me. But at the end of the day, it fuels like what we do every day as our full-time jobs, because
Yeah.
it just inspires us. It gives us new techniques and tactics and strategies and all the things. So yeah, man, I'm excited to release some episodes and let people hear from the smart folks that we've been talking to. And I'm really excited, just to continue to have these conversations with people over time. I think there's a lot to be gained.
Yeah, and I hope people will continue to listen because it's an opportunity for you and I to hang out
Yeah, man.
with some really cool people, and then they can join in on the conversation. So hope you
Fantastic.
listen. Hope
I
you
hope
listen.
you listen too. All right, my friend, this is going to be a heck of a journey. I'm excited to be on it with you.
Yeah, me too. Thanks, Peter.